It's the journey home. It's quite warm today. I think it was 30 degrees, 31 degrees today. Going to be even warmer tomorrow. So, I mean, this is a few occasions now where it's been fairly warm. I'm starting to think that, you know, this may actually be a country with a British summertime. We keep going like this, people are going to be emigrating from Spain to the UK. Anyway, the ride home. That's interesting. I've not seen that before. What is that? What is that? Anyone know? Is it a jeweller's shop? Is it gold? There's 2 rings and 2 people with cloths over their heads. I don't actually know what that picture is. And I can't read. It's second class. I think I saw up there, but I'm not sure that's the name of the shop. Anyway, this is coming up to Shoreditch. We have the famous bike shed. It's going to be up here on the right hand side as we progress a little bit further. I'm in no rush to get home, so I'm safety riding, if you want to call it that. Watching for people to walk out in front of a bus. No one there. I'm good. As we go around this corner, this will split into 2 lanes. So I will stick on the right hand side of this lane as it splits. The bicycles are all over the place. They're not allowing for traffic to flow very well. This is a right hand turn available if anyone wants to take it. This guy's not. Let's quickly get through that red light. Oh, he is taking it, it just didn't indicate. Fair enough. Usually people turn right here. No one's doing that. This guy on a push bike doesn't know whether he wanted to go down the inside there. There's a right hand turn up here as well. This guy looks like he may be taking it because he's just braking. Or is there someone on as a bicycle in front of him turning right? Okay. Oh, that would have been nasty for that cycle. He was shielded by that van. And someone was turning ahead of him. Which is why I don't like being behind vans. Because you don't have that vision. So you either need to get yourself in a position where you can see past it, but you're never going to be able to have that perfect vision that you would looking over the top of a car. I can see all the way left and right here. If I'm positioned to the right hand side of the van, I'm only going to be seeing what's on the right hand side of it. And a little bit to the left. I'm never going to be able to see what's walking out in front of it, which is a problem. So hang back, or know that your risk is your vision is impaired or reduced. Let's get in front of that one. Let's see if I can make the lights. Is anyone turning here? This guy looked like he hadn't decided. No one pulling out from the junction. These people on a green light, are they going to go in front? Doesn't look like it. But this guy has got himself in such a position where I can't really... could have gone round to the left and then cut in front of him, but the gap doesn't look big enough considering there's another car in between this and the community fibre truck or van. So I'm just waiting for them to move up a little bit, and then I will start filtering on the right. Lights are changing here. I'll have enough time just to squeeze through. I am past the white line already, so I'll move up a little bit so you guys can get behind me, and then I will filter down this side. There's a right hand turn in here. No one seems to want to take it, but I have to be cautious. We're good. I will drop behind the silver car because he hasn't seen me. I can see him. He's got his shades on, just looking forward. Kids in the back distracting him. Now he's seen me. Thank you very much, mate. I do give you an appreciation. Pelican crossing, zebra crossing. Anyone crossing from the left? We can't see anyone. Red lights here. Temporary signals. I'm going to pull. Red lights. When red light shows, wait here. I am waiting here. I'm still behind the sign. Gives me enough opportunity to get in front of everyone. I am checking my right mirror for anyone coming down the right light cycles, which is going to cause me a problem when I want to pull out. Also checking anywhere on the left hand side. Lifesaver both sides, because you don't know where these cycles are going to appear from, and you want to know what's around you at all times. Mirrors give you a good indication. Lifesavers are a much better indication. They cover your blind spots. Again, checking both mirrors. I really actually want to adjust this left one very slightly to pull in just a little bit to give me a bit of a better... Yeah, alright mate. It's not like you're going to go anywhere. Literally 1 second after the lights changed, he's honking me. I feel like I'm back in an Eastern European country. I swear, people second in the queue, they're like that on the horn, waiting for the orange to come, or the amber. As soon as the amber comes, they're pressing that horn. The guy in front's already moving, but they're pressing the horn anyway. He's probably from the Balkans. They do that a lot in the Balkans. I've started doing that in the Balkans as well. It's just like the thing to do. Can't help myself. Anyway, up here we're going to be turning left. There's usually a lot of traffic here, but it doesn't seem to be much traffic. Why is that? Is it possible it's because we are in the half term, the summer holidays? There's not as many kids at school that need to be collected. I fancy going in the right here and just being a little bit naughty, which I will do. I'm indicating left. I'm going to pull just here because I don't want to be sitting in the wrong lane, level with traffic. I'd rather be just in front so they can see my indicator, they know my intentions, and I will turn left. Everyone in shorts apart from me. But I have got mesh gear on, so I'm not feeling the heat as much. You know what, I think it's just because I've come back from summer holiday and it's been 31, 32 every day. I think my body's got a little bit used to the heat. I'm sure I will adapt back to the British temperature as soon as it gets to kind of 21, 22. I'll then start finding 26 and 27 unbearable, like the rest of the British do. As soon as it gets above that 27 mark, everyone's going, oh, it's far too hot. We can't possibly work. It's too hot to do anything. And everything comes to a standstill. And even though it's too hot to do anything, we're still in a situation where people can't run the services because they're all taking a day off sick because they want to be at home. In the nice weather, they're sick in their garden, soaking up the sun. Return from 2 days sick with a full body tan. Crime scene investigation. Forensic team. Investigate that crime. He hasn't got a siren, he can't pull you over. You need to have blue lights to be officially pulled over, don't you? Even the Lime bikes are stopping. Look at that. The Lime bikes are stopping. Dogs off lead. I'm not crossing into the solid white. Yeah, I will go here and nip just in front of the white van again, and then I'll manoeuvre to the right hand side to filter past all of this traffic. Lime bike, what you're doing, where you're going. Are you turning right, or do you just do an evasive manoeuvre for no reason whatsoever? Okay, I guess it was the latter. This guy's overtaken and there is a bus lane, so I don't want to force him into it. So I will hold here, practice my balance. In the meantime, it's always good. Slow manoeuvres almost to a stop, practicing balancing. white car coming out the junction, we're good. I've got room to move in front of that, I have, so I will. These split-second decisions that you kind of you get used to making on a bike, especially when commuting, and I think that actually helps out. I mean, you can see everything that's going on, you can predict what's going on, so you give yourself some choices before it happens. If everything continues the way it does, if everything continues the way it's going, let's say, then that's always option one, right? Which is continue as you were. If a scenario or an environment variable changes, you have to be ready, and you have to have a second option, or a second or third or fifth option maybe. Depends on what environment variables you have considered. So for instance, now I'm considering going to the right here, but if that car all of a sudden indicates right because there's a turning coming up, I'm likely to pull back or move to the left hand side. The options, but you've got to be ready to make those, already know what you're going to be doing in a situation, already kind of try and predict what other traffic or what scenarios are going to change or how they're going to change. I mean, like now, here, is there going to be enough room? If not, I'm going to go around this side. There wasn't enough room, so I had enough time to make that decision to change my mind, because I was already thinking, if there's not enough room there, I'll go to the right hand side. I mean, you can be in a position where you go, oh, I'll go through there, oh, there's not enough room, oh shit, and you haven't got any other options. But you've got to give yourself options. You've got to put yourself in situations to learn what the options are as well. I mean, I'm expecting now someone come around the outside on a bike. So I'm already checking, I'm life-saving already, just in case. Because the option would have been, move over, let him go. Or put your leg out and kick him off the bike. That's not really an option, is it? Come on, let's be honest. Looking behind me, seeing if the car's coming quicker, my option would be to go forward, move over. If he's not going to stop. Because sometimes they look at the wrong set of lights. These lights are a second set of lights here, could be green, and he's fixated on those. And he's not looking at these lights, which are red. Loads of options. What do I do now if a car pulls out from the left or the right? This guy walks across the road. This guy drops his suitcase. This guy crosses over. Loads of different options or scenarios. This woman all of a sudden decides to cross the road. Car pulls out from the right. Bike pulls out from the left. Someone crosses. Car pulls out either junction. What are we going to do? We've got to be ready for it. And once you've been in that situation enough and you start preparing yourself for all of these different situations, your options become kind of habit. And you know what your options are before they happen. And once you get to that situation where you are starting to almost predict what's going to be happening, you are not actually predicting it, because you've predicted about 27 scenarios and it was only the last one that actually happened. So you're not predicting, you're just preparing for them. But I think it's nicer, it makes you feel a bit more superhero, doesn't it, if you say, I'm predicting, I can predict what's going to happen with these drivers. Then you're in a situation where, because you can predict it, you're already prepared for it. And the fact that you think you're making split-second decisions is not really behaviour, it's instinct. You know what you're going to do in these circumstances because you've been there before and you've done them before. Or you've prepared for them before. So it makes it a lot easier. Oh, it's nice to get some breeze. My legs were starting to burn up. I'm predicting this guy might move over. What am I going to do? I'm going to pull back. There you go. He's moving over. And now he's seen me and he decided not to. I was always there, mate. Did you not see me the first time? I'm predicting that you might decide that's not the turn in and go to the right. That's what I thought he was going to do. looks like it might be a fun fair in town. Oh, got pushed over by a bit of wind now on a sunny day. Maybe it was a groove in the road. So we are coming up to, this isn't usually the congestion area, and I can't really say it's congested because I can't see any traffic. So I think, if I remember rightly, there must be a speed camera up here, which is the reason everyone's braking. I wasn't in the blind spot. I was in the blind spot of that car. So in preparation, I've moved over to the right just in case they checked their mirror when I was in their blind spot, thought there was no one there and started to move over. A lot of people don't do shoulder checks or lifesavers, whatever you want to call them, in a car. That guy's got his cameras for mirrors. It's interesting. Not seen that before. Is that an aftermarket feature or is that an upgrade? Yeah, so they don't usually do shoulder checks. They just I can't speak. They rely on what they can see without having to move their head too much. And that means whatever's behind them, right hand side, left hand side, that's it. But mirrors, interior mirrors, side mirrors, even together, they don't give you the big picture. There's always blind spots in every vehicle, most vehicles, let's say. Here we're doing speed limit. No point in me filtering. Not in a rush. Other motorbikes, you know, may feel differently. Like the guy steaming down the left-hand side here. Yeah, on his scooter. For me, I'm all good. Quite happy sitting here. I'm holding back because I can't see past the vehicle. If it was a car, maybe I'd move. I'd get a little bit closer, but as soon as we get into a straight line, my visibility and my awareness of what's happening in front in this particular lane is going to be very restricted. So this is why we position ourselves either to the left or to the right. So his braking now tells me he's braking very early there, tells me he's either going to speed up and move over or he's going to slow down and move over. He's thinking, I've got time, but I do think he wants to move over. I could be wrong. He could just be reading the traffic or braking late. I can see everyone slowed right down on the left. So this should start to slow down a little bit as well as we get round to the double whites. People are taking last minute decisions, making last minute decisions about what lane they want to be in. I prefer to be in this lane. Don't know why. It's not that it moves quicker. It's just that drivers seem to, I don't know why, but drivers on the right hand side, if you're a right hand side drive, you seem to kind of move a little bit more to the right. Why have you got hazards on? What's the problem? No one knows what that means. Now there is traffic here. I want to get past this truck before we get in the tunnel, just so I've got better vision. I'm going to flip my visor up for this, because even though it's harder to see because I'm squinting, I can see better because my visor is tinted. Goes down again now that we've cleared that. Brake lights I see all over the place. I get myself into a position ready to filter in the middle. I want to be in everyone's wing mirrors if I can, even if they don't use them. So this is where the traffic slows, is where people start making decisions. This guy's already indicated. Is he just going to pull out or am I going to know? You see me, good. I was cautious there, but I don't want to be hesitant. I want to be cautious, but I want to commit as well. I gave him a split second to pull out. As he didn't pull out, it means he saw me. I could either stop or I could go around very quick to allow him to pull out. There was no one behind me that would have caused him a problem, so we were in a good position. Again, no one on my left. Can't move into that space there because the Ford Ranger is too close to this car, so I'm pulling in behind a Ford Ranger. I'm progressing. I've moved up one car. This white van is veering over to the right slightly, but we're all good. Traffic lights have changed. Vehicles we start to slow down. I'm now assessing. Left-hand lane would have been good there, but I think I've got room here. The Ford Ranger saw me, and I've got room, which is good. I can now pull here. This guy is over the line, so the likelihood is, even though I'm here, he may not see me. I'm hoping the guy on the left to see me, but they might not give a shit and just race. So I can hold back, or I can be ready and pull away. I'm going to do the be ready and pull away, making sure that no one else has jumped the lights. They haven't, so I'm good. Check my lights, say right hand side, lifesaver. It's really hard to speak as quick as you think. You know that? I know what I'm thinking at like 4 times, 5 times the speed before I can say it. But it's impossible for me in situations where there's a lot going on. It's impossible for me to, I can't even talk normally, let alone bloody explain it to you, but it's impossible for me to articulate everything that's going through my mind. So I try, and if I fumble on my words, you probably know what I mean. It's not me just being not able to speak, or maybe that is a disability I've got as well, but it's not just me being unable to speak, it's me not being able to speak quick enough to keep up with what my brain's thinking. And also it's been a long day, and I think I've still got some jet lag because I've not had much sleep recently, and that all affects the brain, doesn't it? So here is a bit of an issue, but I think the van has moved over enough for me to be able to filter through here. I mean, I'm not going to be going through here at city speeds, and I'm going to be cautious. And that BMW is a top man. He's moved over to give me space, and that was the limiting factor. And now we've got past the big truck. This transporter has just moved over. Taking my time here. The white car and the silver Merc is causing the problem here, so I'm hanging back until I can see I've got enough room. Now's a good place. I can move through. I'm waiting for this Golf to slow down enough for me to be able to make a decision on whether it's safe to go through. And the problem is these big grooves in this left-hand lane here. Left and right checks, make sure there's no emergency vehicles. We have this car which is kind of off positioned, and now we're waiting for open spaces. Things like this BMW might not want to be sticking there. There you go, nice one, thank you mate. We don't need to be whizzing through here, but we do need to be ready to make a very quick decision whether we stop or we go quicker. Because it's not just about continuing at the same constant speed. It's about getting ready to make a last second decision, a split second decision. There we go, people moving over, they don't need to be honest. I wouldn't be going through if they needed to move over. Like up here with this X5, it's going to be a tight one, so I'm going to go through very slowly. The ground's a bit uneven, here's going to be tight as well. I'm going through slowly, I'm passing under the wing mirror, and I'm on my way. Here the ground is still uneven, I don't want to be wobbling into someone's car, so you got to take it easy. You got to make sure you're under full control all time. And here we're at the lights, we're at the front of the lights. We've got an opportunity. We're going the A12. I might take the third lane. No, don't do it. Follow the green cross code. I might show my age a lot there, I am, aren't I? Right, what do we do now? The Mercedes has jumped the light. This van is here. I've got an opportunity to get around here. I'm good, no one's crossing. Have a bit of fun in the meantime, and we are good. I'm just gonna, where are you going over there for? I'm in the whole lane. I didn't need to share your lane to overtake you. I do, sometimes it is kind of strange the way that drivers act when they see a motorbike. They're a little bit, some are like they're trying to be really nice and helpful, but you kind of look and you think, What are you actually doing? I had a couple of times a guy saw me behind him. I'd been there for like 5 minutes. I had no intention to overtake him, but because of my road position, I position myself so I can clearly see past what's in front, and at the same time I can get out of trouble if something comes up behind me. But because of the road position, they think you want to undertake or overtake them, which is not always the case. Sometimes is. Here, what are we doing? Left looks okay. Should have taken a left. Should have taken a left. If left looks okay, it usually means that people are squeezed over to the right, but this is okay as well. Just taking it nice and easy. I've got an option here. The option's gone. Had an option to switch lanes there, but the option's not that great anyway. Now the option would be good, because you look at the front wheel of this G-Wagon. These guys are obviously chatting together. He's got his front wheel twisted over to the right here, so going through that gap is not an option. Lambo, looks like Ferrari, 2 G-Wagons. They're not going to pull away slowly from these lights, are they? No. Surprised the Lambo didn't give it some, because that thing's pretty quick. That wasn't to race them, it was just to get out of trouble, but hey, they saw what I didn't see. Inspector Gadget on the left hand side. And they're just waiting, they can't wait to pull over someone like that Ferrari. Is that a Ferrari or Lambo? It might even be a Lambo. Can't wait to pull over like an expensive vehicle. Okay, what are we doing here? These people are turning right, there's people swapping lanes. There's a lot of expensive cars up there. What's happening? I think there's a place near me which is having an event tonight. Yeah, look, there's X5Ms, there's Ferraris, what is happening here? What are you doing, guys? Are you just trying to get together? Oh, you want to get over now as well. Go on in. Yeah, I know what you're doing. You're trying to get in the convoy for the wedding. An R8. Another R8. Lamborghini. 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 And the mob boss, by the looks of it. Interesting. That'll make a nice thumbnail, I'm sure. We'll call that one 4 Lambos and a mob boss. Now, where am I going here? Check out, he's making a decision, the wrong decision you're making there, to go that way. You don't want to go that way. You should have seen the gap from over here. Now here I could be a little bit naughty, which I will do, right? I'm going to be very naughty here and just go here. Do you know why? Because I can. That's why. These lights are giving me an indication that this traffic needs to continue and get out of the way, because these lights are about to change. Red light here for me. Checking behind, make sure this guy's slowing down. Box junction, he's stopped, good. Got to clean these wing mirrors when I get home. Anyway, I think that's about it for today then. We'll finish on the mob boss. Until next time, ride safe, but have fun.